Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this terrific Tuesday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. Life's good. I'm telling you, I practiced a lot today, and I told you maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I'm trying to wean myself off the kettlebells. Not that the kettlebells aren't great, but I want to lose some weight for running and everything over the season, so I want to get rid of some of the bulk that I carry because of the kettlebells. And the SFE is great. Guys, these exercises are absolutely tremendous. Anyway, with that said, you saw the thumbnail. If Clark Terry had a 1SB, MADONNE, and let me explain why it would be so successful, okay? I will in a minute. Let me honk. I have played quite a bit. It's been a while since I played, so, sometimes there's a little adjustment, but I should be good to go. All right, let's see what we got. Guys, what can I say? As big as a house. Man! Here's the deal. Here's the deal, campers. The 1SB. Now, Clark Terry. I've done several videos about it before, so I'm not going to get into the nuts and bolts of his playing and all this sort of stuff. But the fact of the matter is, jazz player extraordinaire. I mean, some might say even the greatest, right? And if you look at his chops, especially when he was younger, there was no stretch at all. He was completely relaxed in the corners. His notes popped when he was back with, the bands, Count Basie and Hampton and all that sort of stuff. And back then, over the course of a solo, he had high Gs. He had high Gs. And I don't doubt for a minute that a day here, a day there were double Cs too. Okay? But my God in heaven, if he had a 1SB, okay? Now here's the deal. This is going to get a little convoluted, but bear with me. First of all, guys, just because you have a double C, it does not mean you have to have a Maynard gig. That's not what I'm saying that Clark Terry would morph into if he had a double C. Not at all. Not at all. I'm about to explain why he would not change a thing. In his tone, his power, would change his range, and we would change his endurance. It would just get better, okay? But the point is, if he didn't change a thing in his tone and power, but just add, remember, he was a G guy back in the day, if he just added a fourth to his range, can you imagine how exquisite those genius jazz lines and everything would be, and that just flawless technique and pop and slur and all that sort of stuff? My God, it would be off the charts if he had it. Now, he's one of the guys that I didn't talk about yesterday that I don't think would have any problem at all going to the 1SB. Now, here's the deal. When everybody thinks 1SB and double Cs, you think, oh, we got a scrape. Not at all. Now, I'm going to put a link of Perico down below. This is his performance of Nessun Dorma. I love this in his live show. Okay? Now, I want you to listen. His opening soliloquy, if you do, sound like Herseth. Sound like Herseth. No question about it. The tone, the power, the articulation, he sounded like Herseth. And he could take that trumpet and that mouthpiece and go play first through fourth any orchestra in the world. He'd probably have to drag out the excerpts and go over, the Leonore calls and Petrushka and all that sort of stuff. He could absolutely do it with his tone, his power, and his articulation. No question about it. But even, and he's the best one I've ever heard at this, quite frankly. And I think it might be because of the 1SB. With the 1SB, even by the time he gets through that first phrase and he's hanging on that B, that crescendo up to the B, he sounds like Harry James. And then he eases it down, dee da da da. He's back to Herseth. And by the time, you know the tune, by the time the tune builds up, and he ends on an E, he's full throttle. Maynard. All with the same mouthpiece, with the same everything, without even taking the mouthpiece off his lips. He goes from Herseth to Maynard in the same 3-minute piece. I'm not comparing him to Clark Terry. I'm not, but I'm saying Clark Terry with the 1SB, the way you can manipulate the timbre, you don't have to change your approach, your sound, everything, one bit. One bit. It's all done inside the mouth. Now, I'm not even sure if Perico is aware he's doing it. I think it may be just his musical sense is coming in from that beautiful aria that, this is the way he interprets. I'm not even sure if he's doing it. We've talked about it before. If you listen to it, it's blatant as can be. Blatant as can be. And Clark Terry could have done that too. And every single one of you could do it as well. It comes with a free lesson to get you over any adjustment period. Dave tried it one day, and he brought it to the job the next day. Some people don't. Now, if you look at Dave's chops, especially at the high E at the end, it comes real close up from the side. There's no stretch anywhere. No stretch anywhere. And I'm not comparing him to Clark Terry, but if you look at Clark Terry's chops, guys, there's no stretch there either. No stretch there either. Guys, that's it. And I'm going to do one tomorrow. Guys, if you're not getting your results, you're too tight. In any area of trumpet performance, if you're not getting the results you want, you're too tight. Now, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay? But look at the pictures of Clark Terry. Check out Perico, especially the timbre that I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, Mel Broyles, Herseth, they just plugged that mouthpiece in and they wouldn't have to change anything other than the fact that it would just be easier. And some people like Herseth and Mel Broyles could play the entire literature from Wagner to everything on a B-flat trumpet. If they wished, if they felt more comfortable in a C, I'll play the C tomorrow. Okay? I go from the B-flat to the E-flat and the B-flat to the pick all the time. There's no difference at all. That's why I'm saying the great ones can play it and thrive. All right? All right. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.